Today, we are tackling one of the most common and, let's be honest, downright annoying problems in the audio world, that persistent unwanted hum or buzz that just seems to come out of your speakers. We're going to get to the bottom of it.
Okay, so let's dive right in. Our mission today is to solve this mystery of audio hum, and I promise you, the answer is probably way simpler than you think. It's often hiding in plain sight. Have you ever been there? You set up your awesome new home stereo, maybe some DJ gear, you're all ready to go, and then you hear it. That low, constant hum. Ugh, it's a classic problem and it can drive you absolutely crazy. So, what's actually causing it? Well, you might be surprised to hear that it's usually not some complex, expensive component that's failing. Nope. More often than not, the culprit is the one thing connecting everything together: the audio cable itself. To really understand why the cable is the problem, we need to meet the two main characters in this audio story. On one side, you've got the very familiar RCA cable, and on the other, the pro-level XLR connector. Let's think of them like this, okay? The RCA cable, that's your friendly neighborhood connector. It's awesome for short, simple trips. Connecting your turntable to your amp in the living room. But the XLR, that's the professional marathon runner. It's built to go the distance, to carry a pure, clean signal across a super noisy stage or through a complicated studio setup.
So, the huge difference between these two, the reason one is a sprinter and one is a marathon runner, it all comes down to one crucial secret. And this is a genuine aha moment in audio: the whole concept of a balanced signal. This is where things get really cool.
So first, let's look at what our friendly RCA cable uses. It's called an unbalanced signal. And the design is super simple. Inside, you've got two wires. One carries the audio, and the other is the ground. Simple, right? But that simplicity is also its greatest weakness. Here's the problem. Because that ground wire is also part of the audio path, it basically acts like a giant antenna. It just sucks up all the electrical interference from everything around it. We're talking power cables, lights, Wi-Fi, even your cell phone. All that noise gets injected right into your audio. And that is the hum you hear. Okay, but now let's look at the incredibly clever solution that XLR cables use. It's the balanced signal. Instead of two pads, it has three. You still have a ground pin, sure, but now you have two separate signal wires. One is called hot, and it carries the normal audio signal. The other is called cold, and it carries a perfect mirror image inverted copy of that exact same signal. And this is where the magic happens. As the cable travels, any noise it picks up hits both the hot and cold wires identically. Now, when the signal gets to the other end, the equipment does this brilliant little trick. It flips the inverted cold signal back around. So now the two original audio signals are perfectly in sync, and they combine, making the signal twice as strong. But the noise on the cold wire also gets flipped, making it the exact opposite of the noise on the hot wire. And what happens when you add two identical but opposite things together? They cancel each other out. The noise just vanishes. It's so smart. So now that we know the secret sauce, let's put these two in a head-to-head showdown, because in the real world, the practical differences are absolutely huge. With an unbalanced RCA cable, you really want to keep your cable run short. We're talking like 6 meters or about 20 feet as the absolute maximum. You go any longer than that, and you're basically just sending a written invitation for hum and buzz to come join the party. But with a balanced XLR cable, oh man. Because of that amazing noise canceling trick, you can run these things for 50, even 100 meters. That's over 300 feet. You could run a cable across a massive concert stage or through an entire building, and the signal will still be crystal clear. This chart just lays it all out perfectly. RCA, it's unbalanced, it's got two pins, its noise rejection is poor, and it's best for home audio. XLR, it's balanced, it's got three pins, its noise rejection is excellent, and it's the standard for professional audio. When you see it like this, it all just clicks into place, right? Okay, so that's all the theory, but how does this actually play out in the real world? How do you put this knowledge into practice? I want you to picture a live concert. The singer's microphone cable has to run all the way across the stage, past huge power amps and buzzing lighting rigs, all the way to the sound mixer, maybe 50 meters away. If you tried to use a regular RCA cable for that job, the sound would be a complete disaster, just an unusable humming mess. That's exactly why you always see microphones using XLR cables.
So it all comes down to this one simple rule that every sound engineer lives by. And this is really the key thing to take away from our explainer today. If you're connecting consumer gear over a short distance, like in your living room, RCA is totally fine. But for anything professional or for any cable run that's more than just a few meters, you absolutely need the noise-canceling power of XLR. And there you have it. The mystery of the audio hum is solved. It's not some weird voodoo, it's just really clever physics. So now that you know exactly how to choose the right cable to defeat that buzz, it kind of leaves you with one final question, doesn't it? What's the next weak link in your audio chain that you can make better?